Hi, my name is Kelly. What's your name?
I am Jenny.
Jenny, nice to meet you. Jenny, do you shoot?
No, 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 no. It's JimJ 1911. We have stopped at a really cool exhibit here at the NRA show in Indy 2023. I am with my new friend Melanie. We're at Shoot Like a Girl. Now, Shoot Like a Girl, when I saw this was going to be here this year, I thought, okay, that's got to be one of my first stops because you know me, I'm a firearms instructor, I'm a girl, I'm a former teacher. I love making sure people are safe and fully equipped to be able to handle their firearm comfortably like it's an extension of their body. And I think that I have found a match for my ideals with that. So Melanie, first of all, can you tell me a little bit about Shoot Like a Girl?
Absolutely. So we're so excited to be here at NRA this year. We are here with our mobile range that you can see behind us. We have an archery range, a pistol range, and a rifle range, and we are all about introducing ladies, their families, communities to the shooting sports. So we are inviting people to come in. We are letting them shoot all three platforms. When they get done shooting in here, we're going to invite them to come out to our gun range our gun bar that we have out on my right, and they are going to have the opportunity to handle all of these deactivated firearms, but you can pick them up, you can rock the slide, you can press the trigger, you can look at the sights, you can learn how to go to a gun bar and purchase a firearm for yourself versus somebody else handing you a firearm and saying, here, this is what I think you need to shoot. So that's what we're here today doing. We're super excited.
That is awesome. So how long has Shoot Like a Girl existed?
Shoot Like a Girl. This is our 15th year.
Wow. That's cool.
In Shoot Like a Girl, and we launched a second trailer this year that we were super excited about at SHOT Show. So we now have 2 mobile ranges going across the country.
Yeah, that is really cool, and I love your mission. I love that, you know, like we were talking about earlier, it's very important for women and children to feel comfortable around firearms, but you know what, we don't want to exclude our male friends too, because a lot of times guys especially, they feel like they should already know everything probably about guns, and it's hard for them to say, I need help. And so the fact that we can include everybody in learning through your facility, that is just really awesome. So
absolutely,
I can't wait. So what they have told me I get to go in and try this firsthand. And then we're going to end up out here at the gun bar, and so we're going to do a little video in here, see what it's like, and then we'll end our time out here at the gun bar. So let's go in and see what happens.
All right, Jenny, let's go in and
cool.
Have a good time.
After you. Thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Okay, so we are now in the mobile shooting lab, and I'm with my friend Debi. I'm going to try something I've never actually done before. I'm going to try my hand archery. So
we love new people when they come in and they've never shot before. So Jenny, are you right-handed or left-handed?
I'm right-handed.
Right-handed. And you say you've never shot a bow before. So
correct.
Today is your lucky day.
Yes, it is.
So with archery, we always put a arm guard, and this is going to be on your left arm. This will be your bow arm.
Okay.
And we do this in the event that the string were to accidentally hit you. We don't want it to leave any marks. Don't worry.
Okay.
I have never lost anybody in my watch, and today is not going to be the day, especially on camera. So this is actually a release, and it's going to go on your right hand.
Okay.
So you understand the concept, I'm sure, because you shoot firearms. The trigger on a firearm releases the ammunition from the firearm.
Right.
This trigger is going to release the arrow from the bow.
Okay.
So all I'm going to have you do is make a fist with your little hands around this. You guys are going to grab Like, yes,
Oh, okay.
perfect, just like this. Don't let me get it too tight for you. Okay, so just like a trigger on a pistol or a rifle, you keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to shoot. Same concept, except you do, however, have to bring your index finger up, open up the trigger right here, I mean the little teeth, to hook it to the D-loop to the bow, and then once you get it on there, you're going to put your finger back behind it, push forward, and it's just like a loaded gun. We keep our finger off the trigger until we're ready to shoot. Okay. Okay? So I'm going to have you stand facing me. Okay. Feet shoulder width apart, nice and tall with our trigger. Stand up nice and tall. Okay? So
all 5'4" of my tall.
You got to rock all 5'4" of what the good Lord gave you. Okay, so this is your bow arm, and we're going to put your hand right here all the way to the top of the shelf, just like this. Okay. And we always make sure our arrow snaps nice and tight in our rest on our D-loop because we do not want to dry fire our bow. I'm going to put my hand right here, and that's just to help you draw it back. Okay. But you're on camera, so I know you're going to be like Superwoman and can totally do this. So we are going to put our finger on the trigger. Okay. To open it up, and you're going to hook it to this tiny little loop. I'm going to show you a little trick. If you push sideways, now put your finger back behind it, push forward, locked, ready to go. Yep. Now, what you're going to do, don't do it. I'm just going to show you what to do. You're going to pull with this arm and push with this one. So do like this. This hand, your jawbone's going to go right here between these two knuckles. I'm literally going to have the death grip on your finger. That is to keep you safe and me safe. And this fabulous trailer safe. Yeah. So once I make sure that everything is out of the way, then I'm going to move my finger off your finger, and you're going to put your finger on this trigger, and you're going to squeeze the trigger, just like on a pistol or a rifle. The only thing that I want to tell you, because your arms are shorter, I have a really short draw length too as well. When you draw your bow back, if your arm goes forward like this, I'm going to tell you to point your elbow back towards that wall. That's just where the string has a clear pass. Okay? All right. And we're off. Ready? On three. 1, 2, 3. Superhuman strength. Look at you go. Yes, this is like way drawn long for you. So when you get ready, you're going to put your finger on that trigger. Okay. And squeeze. You did great. Your drawing is so short because this one's pretty short and it's still way too long for you.
Well, I mean, you know, I probably couldn't have done it without Debbie.
Do you want to do it again? No. The draw links on all these bows are just random draw links. They're not set for me or for you or for any of the other ladies in here. So, of course, you were going to buy your own bow, then they would set it up to customly fit you.
Awesome. So,
yes.
That was so much fun. Now, my husband's been telling me, he's been like, because he shoots archery, so he's like, you would really like archery.
You would.
I would really like archery.
You should totally get into it.
Yeah, that would be so awesome. So, all right, well, that was really cool. Thank you so much,
Thank you for coming in. Yes.
So we're going to go to the next portion of our shooting trailer, and we'll get set up there. Okay, so after that, this is going to be a tough act to follow, Kelly, but we're going to be shooting a pistol now. I'm going to pretend I've never shot a pistol before. She's going to walk me through this just like she would any new shooter. So what would you do with me as a brand new shooter coming into your unit?
Absolutely. Hi, my name is Kelly. What's your name?
I am Jenny.
Jenny, nice to meet you. Jenny, do you shoot?
No.
Okay, fantastic. Well, our primary goal here is to treat all firearms with absolute safety. So the very first thing we're going to do, I'm going to give you these eyes to put on.
Okay.
And these ears.
All right.
And I am going to do the same.
Okay.
Now, Jenny, are you right-handed or left-handed?
I'm right-handed.
Right-handed, fantastic. Then what we're going to do, I'm going to have you take your right hand, you're going to pick up this firearm, you're going to keep that your trigger finger on the slide here, you're going to keep it out of the trigger well, and you're going to get a nice high grip up here on this, okay? Okay. So with your right hand, I want you to do that, keeping the weapon pointed downrange at all times. Okay. All right, that's a good grip. Now with your left hand, you're going to grab the magazine, you're going to insert it inside of the magazine well here until it clicks. Just like that. Now, again, pointed this direction, we're going to grab this. This is going to be your slide. You're going to rack it back, and you're going to rack your firearm. Perfect. All right, now let's get a good grip on this firearm. So I'm going to move this thumb up just a little bit, and we're going to bring this hand up, and we're going to cover all of that black, just like that. That is a perfect grip. Outstanding. Okay. Now, we're going to set your feet up, so I want them to be about hip width apart, and you can stagger your feet just a little bit, just perfect, just like that. And now you're going to point this weapon downrange, and what you want to do is get a good sight picture. You want to see that front dot right there floating in between these two dots, And when that dot is over your target, floating in between, you are ready to fire. You have 5 shots. Just like that. All right. Now, keeping it pointed downrange, we're going to go ahead and drop that magazine.
Okay.
So just push that in like a doorbell and set it down. Fantastic. How did that feel?
It was, I felt very confident with my instructor.
Awesome.
No, that was really good. And you know, I love that. I love that somebody that's a new shooter can just come in, and I will say it's really cool because the way they have this set up, there's actually a little bit of snap or recoil with this gun, so you would get the experience of, you know, what it would be like to actually have real ammunition in your firearm. So that helps too, because you know, I find that a lot of people, when they go out and shoot for the first time, they are, I don't know, scared of how much kick it's going to have.
Right.
And they always ask, it's always like their very first question, how much recoil is this going to have? And then their second question is the noise. So, you know, you get everybody set up with the eyes and ears, and that's perfect.
Like I said, safety first.
Exactly. No, that's awesome. And, you know, very cool how the target's right there. And I see I was shooting a little low, so I might have to work on that.
That's all right. Just means more practice.
That's right. Always more practice. All right. Well, thank you so much for that. We're going to flip over to the other side, and I think we're going to shoot a rifle. All right. All right. So we'll do that next. Okay, our third station in the mobile shooting unit is the rifle station, and we are with Janeen. Janeen is another instructor here, right? And so she's going to be instructing me on how to shoot a rifle. So thank you, Janeen. But what are you going to be telling me today as a new shooter?
As a new shooter, well, we're going to go over the safety rules. So, of course, we're going to treat all guns as if they're always loaded.
Right.
Always keeping your finger off the trigger, high and off the trigger, keeping the muzzle in a safe direction, and knowing your target and what's beyond it. And of course, in this trailer, the big screen is our safe direction. So,
Absolutely. All right,
so we're going to go over safety. We're going to have you put your eyes and ears on.
Okay.
And these are electronic, so you should be able to hear me when I talk.
Yep.
So, do you shoot?
No, I've never shot a gun before until I just shot the pistol over here at the pistol range.
All right. Okay. Have you ever shot an AR? Okay, so what we have here is the AR. I'm going to have you get in that wonderful grip that you did over there with Miss Kelly.
Okay.
And you're going to get stand behind the gun. There we go. You're going to put this right up to about your collarbone. So now your left hand is going to grab this magazine. We're going to insert to that mag well. Give it a little tug, make sure it's in there. You're going to close your bolt by pushing this button towards me. Okay. Perfect. Left hand comes here. You're going to put your nose down here. That just gets your eye down there. Do you see that red dot?
Not yet.
Okay.
Oh, there it is. Yep.
You see it?
Yep.
You're going to ignore the iron sights. Let me raise this up just a little bit for you. You're going to ignore the iron sights.
Okay.
When you're ready to shoot, you're going to take your thumb, rotate that safety down to the floor. There you go. And you've got 5 shots. That little bitty target's yours. Nice. Good job. Very good. The finger comes off trigger. Left hand's going to grab hold of this magazine. We're going to rotate that safety back towards you. Okay. And with your right finger, you're going to push this mag release. It's right on this side. Push it straight in like a doorbell. Oh. Straight in. Maybe a sticky doorbell. Yeah. Pushing it straight in.
There we go.
There you go. Good job. And then we always set a firearm down where the chamber is up, so everyone can tell it's empty.
Yes. Yep.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much. That was so much fun. Now, I have to say, I shot the rifle a little bit better than I did the pistol. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm going to have to shoot a little more. We're doing archery now and rifle shooting now. So
You did great.
No, that's awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
This was really cool.
Appreciate it.
So what we're going to do next is we actually get to go out to the gun bar. Sounds super enticing. So So we're gonna head out there and we're gonna finish up our experience of Shoot Like a Girl. All right, now that we have experienced inside the shooting unit, we have come outside to the gun bar, and I think this is so cool because this is where people have the opportunity to try out different fits for them. So I'm here with Pilar, and Pilar is part of Shoot Like a Girl. So Pilar, what would you do when you have a guest that comes in? What would you do in this portion?
Wonderful. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah.
Jenny, typically what we do when someone comes to the gun bar, we explain that it's a great place to try on a firearm. Just like you would go to the store shopping for shoes, it's the same kind of thing. We like for people to try before you buy. We like to explain some of the features of the firearms, how to properly grip a gun, what it should feel like in your hand. So when you do go shopping, you're not so overwhelmed with all the choices. You can possibly have narrowed it down a bit. Another thing, if someone likes a firearm, take a picture of the placard. So when you go to the gun range, and see if they have it there. Any of the placards that have a QR code, they can take a picture of that. The specs of that firearm will pull up, which is really cool. So we're working on converting all of those.
That is really cool. So would you recommend that people do this after they've been in the range or before? What do you usually do in that situation?
Commonly when people come, if there's a little bit of a wait, we can go ahead and work with the folks here, and we like to work them through the gun bar to feel as many guns, rack as many slides, see how comfortable a gun is, because it's almost one of those aha moments. They'll pick up that gun and they're like, I really like this one. So if someone's got a few minutes, we've got lots of wonderful displays that we can do some education. On the flip side, if someone goes right in, they can come back out. They'll have lots of questions. They want to know all the things, and so we are really trying to explain as much as we can so they can be educated when they go off to make a gun purchase.
And you know, I think that this is really cool because, like, even when I first started shooting, you know, I shot a bunch of different kinds of guns, and then I went to, you know, a few different gun shops, and you really just need to feel what is good in your hands because everybody's different, everybody has different preferences, and like you said, even racking the slide. You know, I've seen a lot of people, I've had a few students even that come through my own instruction where they can't rack a slide. It's, you know, it's just too hard for them. So if they can try different ones and see which one they're going to be able to handle the best, that's going to make them more comfortable to continue shooting.
That's right. And we like to explain all the features of the gun because really our mission is safety. So for someone who perhaps may have small children, they might be interested about a firearm that has more safety features on it. So we kind of explain those types of things with guns as well. Like, for example, what's a grip safety, what's a trigger safety, what do those things mean? Because sometimes this is the first exposure for folks to come, and there's lots of things to know about guns other than you just pick them up and you shoot them.
So, okay, so I see we have, I don't know, I would guess 25 guns approximately here. So what are all the, you know, what different classifications of guns do you have to show people?
Well, we have anything from a 22 to a 9mm here. We have some revolvers down at the end and some long guns. Most of them, like for example 9mm, it's kind of a universal size. A lot of people are interested in those. We explain the difference in the caliber. We have some 380s, and so we also have some dummy rounds here that we can show people how you use them in a magazine, the size of the ammo, because the numbers may not mean anything to them. And another thing, all the different shapes and sizes. What is the goal that you have for that firearm? Is it for concealment? Is it for home? Or you're just going to plink? So having that in mind when people shop for guns, they can kind of get a good visual in their hand on a gun that might be a right fit.
And because I think, you know, the bottom line with this whole complex is that you want people to be comfortable enough to continue.
Correct.
So, you know, this is kind of the final stop. I think they've gone inside the mobile unit. They've seen that they can handle a bow or a rifle or a pistol, and now they come out here and they're like, okay, I actually really enjoyed that. I think I'd like to continue, but what am I going to shoot?
Yeah.
So this gives them the opportunity to see there's not just one style of gun
Yes.
to choose from. There are lots of different styles. And this also gives them the opportunity to realize that there's more even than here.
Yes.
That it gives them a starting point. They can say, well, I like that caliber, or I like that style of grip. You know, like when I first started shooting, I was like 1911s. That's my thing. Like I love the way a 1911 feels. I love the weight. I love how it feels, the grip in your hand. So everybody's different. And
that's right. And,
you know,
and the
this
beauty,
is great.
Another beauty of Shoot Like a Girl is that we are a safe and controlled environment.
Yes.
All of these firearms are tethered and they've been disabled,
Right.
so that nothing is going to come out of this gun. When
Yeah.
they're inside, there's no projectile, but they get the experience of seeing a target. They get a little bit of sound, a little bit of recoil.
Yep.
So, because sometimes people come and it's a little bit scary or a little bit nerve-wracking, we want people to feel safe and comfortable so they can learn.
Absolutely. And that's when they continue.
Yes.
Yeah, very cool. Well, you know, this has just been such a great opportunity. If you ever find a Shoot Like a Girl mobile lab somewhere, and like Melanie was telling us that you now have 2.
Yes.
So that's really cool. Make sure you check this out. I know they can find you online too.
Yes.
So at shootlikeagirl.com.
Yes, and we are Instagram and Facebook, and we like to continue education after an event, because you can go to our Facebook page. We'll have live events on there that we may talk about a particular product or something that pertains to safety in the shooting world.
Yeah.
So perhaps folks, if they follow us, they'll get some pearls of wisdom from there as well.
Absolutely. No, this is wonderful. So make sure you check this out. You know, and if you haven't already, please hit like on this video. Make sure you've subscribed to the channel. You know, we're doing our 5,000 subscriber giveaway of the Dillon RL 550C reloading press, which we're going to be visiting with Dillon here in a little bit too. So make sure that you hit like and subscribe. Drop a comment below. Let me know, have you ever gotten to experience this shooting lab? Or what you'd like to see, you know, from this shooting lab or whatever. So just let me know, and I look forward to talking to you all again soon.
Great.